Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled The Regrets of a Harlot. See, some of you ladies wanted to be fast, and y'all wanted to be all in y'all sexuality, and I want to be free, and I got all this attention and this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. No problem. But let's go on to the other side of that when it ends. The regret part. See, some of y'all did some things that was just flat out just disrespectful. And what I mean by that is this. Some of y'all put sexuality over your own morals and your principles and ethics and just respect of other human beings. Like, how many people have I ran across in my life who got a kick out of sleeping with a friend's friend, seducing a guy's friend or a guy's family? She thought that was fun. But now the regret is you're untrustworthy. What about the ones who, kind of the exhibitionism? I get a kick out of being out in the streets and in public and public places showing this is who I am sexually. Remember, there's an old Facebook post of the Freaknik, and a cop literally, is next to the cop car. Chick is in a swimsuit. He's, squatted down holding her butt, right? Smiling in the camera. And there was and I don't know if it was a real post like that, but it was like a response. Could you please take this picture down because the woman in the picture is my mom? Now, she's probably his mother, so that's why I'm just using it as a reference. Because, when these acts come back to haunt you, oh, I was just having fun. No. See, you can have fun in private. You didn't have to go out in public and do the things you did. You did those things for attention, and you got a reputation because of that. And now all of a sudden you regret it. When you got kids with different last names, that's where the regret comes in. Because now it wasn't these guys are just no good, these guys are deadbeats, they lied to me. No. What it was you wanted to screw who you wanted to screw, when you wanted to screw, the way you wanted to screw, and you didn't think sex would come back to bite you in the butt. And what about the people who use their sex as a bartering system to get, resources, money, clothes, trips, dates, gifts, all these things, this, that, and the third. Now, you didn't played yourself because you got all of these things, but you really got nothing to show for it at the end of the day. And the regret is, what actually have you learned besides sexual positions and sexual things that make somebody orgasm? You think these girls online who are doing that cucumber challenge, you think 5, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, the regret ain't gonna set in? You out your mind. Years ago when the twerking thing was around and massive all over the internet, and everybody was watching somebody shake something, at least those chicks had the common sense to not show their face the vast majority of the time. Because now, wasn't me. Now, some of y'all are stupid to say it wasn't y'all because some of y'all had tattoos. And guess what? I hope you covered them up. Got them redone because we know that's you. Talked a long time ago about somebody I know personally decided to get online and be all sexually seductive. And ain't nothing going to happen. And wound up going somewhere in that same video that they put out publicly. They out somewhere and people looking at them, oh yeah, she ready, because this is how she get down. Then all of a sudden, but I'm an angel. No, you're not. Stop it. Stop it. You know, the regrets. What happens when you played the victim, you know, because people looked at you as a female, but you use your sexuality to get over, and then as time went by, and if you have kids, your kids got older, and they started to say, wait a minute. All this is because of you and your little hot to trot stance. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You know how they know? Because the same way, you know, you want to live your best life in these streets, you did the same thing when you had kids. You throw your kids to the side just so you can go do whatever you wanted to do. And then the regret is, the same way you didn't care about your kids, now your kids don't care about you that same way. But you know, but I'm your mama. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because they're just a pawn in your life of fun. Now, these are the regrets. You know, why y'all think a lot of these people always was in church so much? They ain't trying to get right with God. They wasn't out here dealing drugs. They wasn't out here setting people up. What is this new movie that's coming out with Cardi B about them, you know, setting up drugging guys, you know, for a page? They was doing it to regular people too. You know, those guys go to the strip club and they get their fantasy. Okay, yeah. You open yourself up to that lifestyle. I get all that. But see, here's the other thing. What about the people who you met outside of those environments that you just looked at as a come up? Some of you ladies who wasn't even in that life. This guy likes me, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play him. This guy likes me, I'm gonna use him. This guy like me, I'm gonna use my sex as a weapon. If this guy likes me and I don't want him to go nowhere, I'm gonna have to figure out a way. Can I get pregnant? Can I make his sexual fantasies come true? Maybe I could bring other people into a relationship. I gotta do what I gotta do to keep this guy, because he's my workhorse. He's my mule. As long as he's a clown and stupid for sex. But you wind up like these other people online, 35, 45, 40, 30, 40, 45, 50, out here, all they can do as grown-ass women is walk around in drawers in the street. On the internet. See me? Yeah, I see you looking stupid. You too old for that. The regrets of being a harlot. Now you looking for a sugar daddy, and you way past sugar daddy age. The regret is, in just the simplistic sense, not only did you prostitute your body, you prostituted your own femininity and your own love. Because see, you don't know how to love no more. Because love was a hustle for you. It wasn't real. So now you really don't have a heart like that. You really can't do anything from a place of genuine sincerity or love, because you know you was a harlot. You have a mind of a prostitute. You got the mind of a streetwalker. You know, if you have a list of, if you're one of those people who have a list of good guys in your life that you actually screwed over, that's when you start having regrets. I wasn't good to him. I wasn't good. See, this is how I know this to be true, because a lot of times, you know, he would have married me. Oh, I dated this, I dated that. This was a good guy. I dated this good guy. I dated that good guy. But I didn't. But you know. But I just didn't want that right now. Okay, so what you got left now? What's left over? There ain't nothing but these F boys out here. What? If you out here, if it's only fuck boys left, maybe it's because you're a fuck girl. If you was a guy, the same things that you call a guy a fuckboy for, you do the same thing as a woman, as a you know. So what are you talking about? You know, and I talked about this a long time ago. Somebody I know was dating a guy, and it was a holiday, and it was, you know, the family was around, and she saw all of the wives and the girlfriends, you know, just being wives, mothers, and girlfriends, and loving on their husbands, their boyfriends, and their children. She felt so fucking out of place. She didn't know. She couldn't cook for a guy. She couldn't fix a guy a plate. She couldn't take care of a kid. She couldn't change a diaper. She couldn't feed a baby. She just couldn't even have a conversation that wasn't negative when it involved men, family, and children. She just didn't fit in. And then it was like, oh, what have I been doing? That whole shit. You know, had you been doing that whole shit? That's what you've been doing. And these are the regrets, because now, you know, you wanted to do, you wanted to have sex with who you wanted to have sex with, the way you wanted to be an exhibitionist, you wanted to be a pimp, you wanted to be a prostitute, you wanted to get quote unquote fast money by using people, and guess who you used in the end? Your damn self. And the very thing that you use to get quote unquote ahead has got you behind in life. And by the time you figure it out, that same sexuality, that same attraction is used up, even if you're still attractive. You can tell. People can tell when you're just not right. You could be pretty on the outside and you look like you shit on the inside. People could tell that immediately. And sometimes, you know, love is patient, love is kind, but sometimes you got to understand. There ain't that much patience in the world. Because you might not be able to change who you are, because deep down, that's who you really want to be. That might be your nature at this point. You've nurtured your inner harlot to the point where it's who you are as a human being. And to do something other than that is different. You can't change a hoe into a housewife, but a hoe got to want to change themselves. And there's a lot of hoes who still want to be hoes, but just want a covering. And that shit ain't going to happen. But I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. I don't want the video too damn long. Whatever.